obviously I know you're a coach and consultant, so we don't want to give all your tips and tricks, but I'm sure you encounter that over and over again with entrepreneurs that you work with. What are you telling them to change to get to the right way of thinking when it comes to marketing and scaling a business?
It's not even that I'm necessarily telling them to change anything. As a coach, I ask a lot of questions where they can reveal the answers to me. And it's not so much about change, it's more so about revelation and them understanding what their value is and then learning how to articulate it. And I find that a lot of people don't know how to articulate their value because they're not clear on it. So when I'm having conversations with clients and they're telling me like, oh, I'm a life coach, I'm a health coach or whatever, and I'm asking, well, what is it that you hope to see for your clients? What are the type of results that you want to see for them? Tell me the last 5 people you've worked with that you really enjoyed working with. How is their life or their business or their finances, whatever it is, different now? And so once they start to see, oh, there's actual transformation in what I do, and it's not just about me, my ego, my skill, my expertise, and my degree, they realize I really am changing lives and I need to lead with that.
Gotcha. Yeah, so it's very flipping the mirror, if you will, and making it more customer centric, right? Yeah. When you're telling creatives, coaches, trainers this information, what rebuttals do you get, or what like self-limiting beliefs that you get? Because I'm sure myself, listeners probably have those same things. Like, what rebuttals are you hearing when you say that?
Yeah. I think probably the biggest rebuttal is just imposter syndrome around getting people results. Imposter syndrome around calling themselves experts. I hear that a lot. Like, well, I'm not really an expert. I've just been doing it 15 years. Like, don't play in my face. You're an expert. And don't play in your face. You know, so I'm not an expert. I hear a lot of my clients say, well, I don't want to make any promises because I can't, I don't know if they'll get the results. And, when it comes to marketing and you're thinking about how you want to articulate your value, you do have to consider the promise of your offer. But the promise of your offer is not the guarantee. It's the intended result if they do the work. And of course, there always has to be some type of disclaimer. But if you look at, the past 15 clients that you've worked with, what promise can we create based on the trends of the results that you've had? So I think the biggest rebuttals are just a level of imposter syndrome. Can I really help people get these results that I say? And am I really an expert?
Yeah. And I believe you talked a little bit about imposter syndrome. You say, hey, to kind of overcome that, focus on what you know, right? And for me, it's been a struggle to focus on one thing, right? Because I can do this, I can do that. Do you come across clients or people that you're helping and talking to with that same issue of wanting to focus on many things? What is your thoughts around find your niche and stay in that lane? Any thoughts there?
Yeah, I find that people, they'll say, I'm just a creative and I can do all of these things. And the question that I ask is, what are you the absolute best at? Because when you're in that energy, you show up more confidently, you get people better results, you ask for money more confidently versus I'm mediocre at 10 things. And so it's really just a question of, do you want to be good at 10 things or do you want to be the absolute best? Do you want to be the top 1% at 1 to 2 things?